Alright, Caden, I love this little turn that you're doing right here, getting you set up for your swing. And I'm actually just going to back you up, and we'll go through the analysis of your previous swing, which was a good one. You got the bat on your shoulder right now, which I don't mind. And in fact, I like it when you're learning this new swing. And as we cycle you through, get a little bit of bat drag, but you get rid of it real fast. And so I'd almost count this as a no bat drag situation. Do get some arm bar, but not a whole ton, right? And it's hard to see because of your shirt, but your hands are right here and the knob of the bat's right here, and I think your back elbow's sitting in here, maybe in here or in here. It's hard to see. So good, and your head is very steady. The only difference I would say between you and Brady is you're starting with your shoulders level, right? It'd be even better if they kind of started down. Okay, so this is that. Whoops. Little bit of bat drag right there, right? But you do get rid of it quick. The only other thing I would say is, so you're hitting the ball right here. Your front of your foot's right there. It would be a lot better if you were hitting the ball out here, out in front of your front foot. Would be a lot better. Anyway, good progress today. We'll keep working on it, keep grinding. And so we'll do 3.5 on bat drag. Had some bat drag. No arm bar, we'll do a 3. No head movement, we'll do a 3. I forgot bug squish. I don't think there was any bug squish. Mostly no. That friction from that bug squish, we want to have no friction. So why don't we just do 1.5. So about 80%, we get this one up to, let's say, 4.5, or even better, 5%, then you'll be at an 89. Okay, so let's work first on that bat drag, the most important issue to work on. Alright, this is Scott Simonson, and we have the Brighton Bengals hitting report card, and we're going to start going through players. We'll start with Brady Simonson and look at his mechanics real quick. One thing I like that Brady does is he just does this turn before he hits, gets a bat in the right position, just to warm up. But as we come to his swing, we're going to be looking for, if he does bat drag, arm bar, any head movement once his front foot touches, and no squishing the bug. That terminology can be seen down here at this website for examples of what that is. But as we cycle Brady through, we're going to notice that he does a good job of, first of all, let me point out, his shoulders start pointed downwards towards the ball. Awesome. Some guys start with the short heads, shoulders pointed upwards. Eventually they will go upwards, but keeping them down allows you to keep your head really good and steady on the ball. So Brady comes to toe touch, and we're really looking for the heel plant right there. So his front foot planted right there, and we'll draw a line around kind of his head right there. Now his elbow staying behind the bat, which is good. And there was no bug squishing. That bat foot just stood straight up. Looking at arm bar, his arm could be a little bit more in an L shape. So we're gonna give him 5. We'll give him 4.5 on no bat drag. We're gonna give him 3 on no arm bar. We're gonna give him 3 on no head movement and 2 on no bug squish. So room for improvement, and obviously some swings will be better than others. But those are the items that we're looking for, and he hits this ball grounder a little bit early on it. On the next swing, I like this, that shoulders are down, right? Starting to separate his shoulders from his hips. That's where he'll get power from in this swing. Back elbow mostly behind the knob of the bat. And as we cycle him through, his hands will stay in front of that back elbow. So hits this one a little bit behind, but it's a good hit. So I think score of about 90% is good. Some things to work on and whatnot. Alright, Chase, so I'm going to compare you next to Clayson Woodward and his hitting stance. I'll do Clayson right after this, but basically your swing starts in a bat drag, okay? And you get out of it about halfway through, which is great, so we're making progress. So about right there you start to get out of it, and there's still some arm bar, but you're such a great athlete you can still get to the ball and crush it like you did this one. Now I like that this leg is straightened out like that, and I also like that through the whole swing you kept your head straight. I mean, you kept your head steady and not moving. Back foot turns up, perfect, no squishing the bug. Awesome. Great, man. Hey, let's just work on having no bat drag throughout. And so what we'll do is we'll put you at a 4 on no bat drag. We'll put you at a 3 on no arm bar. We'll put you at a 3 on no head movement, and a 2 on no bug squish. Good job. Alright, we got Clayson, and I want Chase to pay attention to Clayson's stance, because what Clayson has going on back here with this V shape and then L shape, and I didn't draw a very good V. Right, his shoulder's more like that to his hands. So great stance. Shoulders pointed down, awesome. They could even be pointed a little more down if you wanted to. And then let's cycle you through to the swing and see if you start to lose that bat drag. Oh, took a pitch. That's great. Go to the next one. I don't want that one. I want a good pitch. Okay, here we go. So everything's right here. And then see where we start to dip that back elbow in front of the hands, right? So some of power is escaping. So we have that and we have that, right? But maybe not as bad as it could be. And the great thing is there's no arm bar. Well, let's see. Let's see if there's no arm bar. A little bit of arm bar. A little bit, right? So you pick up a ton of bat speed if you go front arm L, back arm V, no bat drag, and see if the head moves. Hold on. Okay, back heel is now down, so now we'll draw it. Head moves on this one. I don't know if that's because it's a high pitch. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's a high pitch. But basically, we don't want that head to move. Once your front toe touches and then the back heel hits, that's what we're going to mark and see that that head doesn't move. I didn't see any bug squishing on that, so great job. So we're going to go 3.5. We'll go 3.5. We'll go 2 and 2. So about 80%. And obviously if we get this one up to 5 or so, we'll be at 90%. Good hitting, great stance. Just a couple things to iron out. Alright, Caden Adams, really awesome power today in hitting. Just two issues we're going to point out with you. One, we're going to look at your head. I've brought you forward to front foot strike where your back heel has hit the ground. You do have some pretty massive bat drag right there. But the thing you're doing really great on is no arm bar. And you pretty much hold that all the way through, which is great. And as we cycle you through, I want you to look at this front leg, and we're going to talk about how that relates to your head. So as I turn you, you'll notice that your head keeps going forward, and once you get to right there, then your leg straightens out. But it could have straightened out way back. Maybe right there it should be straight, and that would have kept your head. Maybe right there, if it would have just straightened, that would have kept your head from turning forward while it rotated, and would just make you more balanced and on top of the ball. But let's focus on the positive. No arm bar. Man, probably the best one on the team. No arm bar on that front side. So we just need to work on that back elbow, keeping that back. What you've got really great here that I'll point out is the distance in between your elbows right here. Awesome, perfect. the distance between your elbows right there, it's pretty close, right? And so if you can keep them wider at that point, then you'll have a better lever to put the power into the ball, into the bat to hit the ball. Because basically, you're losing some power with these hands trailing behind this back elbow. It's escaping right there. So fix that. It'll be way more accurate as well, because you'll just be doing less with your arms and just allowing a lot more power from your body to go into the bat. So, all right, man. Don't feel too bad about this score, because a lot of things were some of the best. Need to do better on the head. No bug squishing at all. So great job. That's a pretty low score, but I mean, we fixed that bat drag to a 5, and you're going to be the highest on the team, right? So we know what to work on. I'd love to do some one-on-one with you, just with working on that back elbow. Most everything else you got going on is just tremendous athleticism and power. So good job, man. Let's see if we can just get those couple things straightened out. All right, Jake. Great stance right here. Front arm L, back arm a V shape. And what we just want to see is that continue throughout with no bat drag. And we see you take a good, powerful cut. And you do have bat drag for a minute. There, you come out of it. A little bit of arm bar, no bug squishing. Head moves a lot. So that's the two issues we're going to say for you is, alright. Sorry about that. 3 on bat drag, 3 on arm bar, 1 on head movement, 2 on bug squishing, 64.29. So you're probably the most powerful hitter, and these issues will mostly just clear up accuracy for you. Once we get that cleaned up, no head movement. You're right there. Your power's great, and a lot of your power coming from your body's awesome. We just want that elbow, this elbow, just to trail behind. It'll put more power and accuracy into the bat. What's up, Austin? Hey, I love this stance, and I love that your shoulders are being aggressive at the ball. And we're going to look at issues you might have with bat drag, and we can see this back elbow starting to drop and go in front of the bat right from the get-go. And so that is creating some arm bar for you. You get out of the bat drag, there's still a lot of arm bar. Maybe this is an outside pitch, which makes people more conducive for that arm bar. This ball was hit good. As we get to the faster pitchers, we're going to need to get rid of those slower movements and keep this front arm in an L shape and back arm having that back elbow behind the hands. Did a good job with not squishing the bug, I believe. kind of just turns up. So if we can keep this an L shape right here and just turn without even moving it, you're going to pick up a ton of bat speed. That's also going to help get rid of this bat drag. So we want to keep a pretty significant distance in between those two elbows. And you'll see right here, as we start to swing, those elbows start to get close together, right? Right there, they're pretty close. The distance on them isn't too far off, right? But you start to redeem yourself back right here. Okay, now they're a good distance apart. But anyway, just that little turn, you want to make your arms feel relaxed, make them feel like they're not even doing any work. And you'll start to pick up a tremendous amount of power from your legs and the core of your body. So two here, no head movement. The reason I know you didn't have any head movement is because you straighten out this front leg so well. Right, it's going to keep that head in place and allow you to get to good contact. So great swing, great hit on this one. We do need to work on no arm bar, 2, and bat drag. We'll do 3.5. So it's about 75%, but if we get this one fixed, which is I want to get fixed the most, you'll be 85. Get that fixed to a 4, you'll be at 100%. So good job, man. We'll keep grinding. Alright, Graydon, hey man, great hitting today. We're going through a report card, and I'm just going to give you one suggestion that it's not something that we're grading on today, right? It just might be a little bit better if you're to begin your shoulders are kind of pointing down towards the ball. Maybe something to think about. Now we're going to look at bat drag and arm bar, and right here we see that's pretty close to no arm bar. I mean to no bat drag, right? Because oh, maybe you took that pitch and didn't swing at it. So, but anyway, that's a good little turn right there. I like it. And you let that one go. So let's go ahead and forward on to the next swing. Took a pitch on that one. Okay. That right there, classic. Every kid is going to grow up having it. Arm bar, bat drag. And what I'd like to do is just do some one-on-one with you, free of course, and just video. We video you, we come back, we watch it real quick for 5 minutes or less, 2 minutes. We come right back in there, we mentally focus on how we visually want that front arm to be in an L shape, back arm to be in a V with no bat drag, and just turn. Not even a swing, no arm swing, just turn. Once you're done completing the turn, release your hands into the ball and crush it. So one thing you are doing really good on is keeping your head still. This one I'd prefer if the ball got, contact was out here, but whatever. Good job on that front leg, straighten it out, because that's going to keep your head still. So the score is going to be really look bad. Double check if you had a bug squishing issue. Nope. Pops straight up. Awesome. Just pops, back foot just pops straight up. Great job. Okay. There's no friction causing by you trying to turn so your hips just fly open. Awesome. So when we go to the scorecard, you get a 2, perfect score there. No head movement, 3 points. Arm bar, 1. Your arm was totally straight. And you did have bat drag. We'll do a 2 out of 5. So that's 57%. But listen, in a quick hitting session, we can get this up to 85% if we, completely fix the bat drag and the arm bar. We'll get it up to 100% real quick. So anyway, man, love to work on you one-on-one if we have some time on a Saturday or something where we can just go video, cage, or cage, go look at the video, back to the cage, go look at the video again, and just really quickly. It's the fastest way to make the changes, and then you start to feel it. You start to feel the feeling instead of just thinking about it or some coach trying to translate it to you somehow. So anyway, great job hitting, and we'll just keep on grinding.